Good morning and welcome to a new week, and welcome to Mindful Mornings with Minnassa. We made it together through the first 2 weeks of this year, 10 days of self-care, and I am so proud of us for making that our focus, and we will come back to that theme many times over the years, or throughout this year. Today is MLK Day, and I would be remiss not to honor this great man. And of course, living here in Memphis, he was assassinated at the Lorraine Hotel, which is now the Civil Rights Museum here in Memphis. And I wanted to spend some time today. I wanted to get a picture of him and his wife just looking happy and normal. Just, dang. It's hard to have a calling on your life. It's hard to have that higher purpose. And yet he lived it and he died for it. And so I want to honor this man today who opened doors, kicked doors down. And I wanted to have his wife in the picture because he couldn't have done it without her support. And that any movement in this country, it takes all of us to make it work. So I just want to read 3 quotes from speeches of his. This is a speech he gave this is a quote from his speech called The Other America, which he gave at Stanford University. Our nation's summer of riots, let me make sure my mic is the right way, yes. Our nation's summer of riots are caused by our nation's winters of delay. And as long as America postpones justice, we stand in the position of having these recurrences of violence and riots over and over again. Social justice and progress are the absolute guarantors of riot prevention. Dr. King, he was right on target. This is from his speech called The 3 Evils of Society. For the good of America, it is necessary to refute the idea that the dominant ideology in our country, even today, is freedom and equality, while racism is just an occasional departure from the norm on the part of a few bigoted extremists. Racism can well be that corrosive evil that will bring down the curtain on Western civilization. And just look at the mess our country is in now. Grateful for the president that bought all the muck up from the bottom. But if we don't get this together, we don't look at each other and see the divine within each other and keep warring with each other and fighting over land, we could ruin the society that we have. And maybe it needs to be ruined, right? We can start over. And then from his last speech, given on April 3rd, 1968, and of course he was assassinated the next day, called I've Been to the Mountaintop. We've got to give ourselves to this struggle until the end. Nothing would be more tragic than to stop at this point in Memphis, because he was here for the Memphis trash workers strike. We've got to see it through. And when we have our march, you need to be there. Be concerned about your brother. You may not be on strike, but either we go up together or we go down together. Wise words, and still true today. We are either in this fight together or we're going down together. I'm going to leave it at that. Have a beautiful day and happy Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Thank you, Dr. King, for what you did. Thank you for every person who believed in you, supported you, and for all of them that kicked the doors open so that a little girl from Pacoima, California could be living her best life right now.